it's actually it is an honor to come into an establishment for 20 years, and you would think you'd have like this nervousness or I don't know, just being scared to come into it because there's a lot of heavy hitters in this, and I knew my first scene was like Charlize too, and I was like, oh god, like just I haven't worked. There's only been a few amount of actors where I've worked on that level, but I was really excited, and I hadn't played a villain in a very long time. I hadn't played a villain in probably 10 years, and to be a villain on this show would mean a lot. And I just felt like they had, and the things that I've seen, I just hadn't seen anything to that level. And so I really wanted to bring something fun. I wanted to bring something to the, the lineage that hadn't been done yet, and something that could face off against Dom and his family. And you had to be a certain psychotic, and you had to be playful, and he just was so, he just been done wrong in his world, in his mind. And so I just had a lot of fun with it, and the truth of it is I've been supported, and Vin's been amazing and supportive of it, and I think people are going to have a great time because I approach it like an audience member, going like, what do I want to see? Who do I want to see him go up against? What kind of character can that be? And that's the thing that gets me excited, is like I want to play something that people are like, whoa. I like him. Like, no, that's like, that happened to me. I'd like, oh, we have to kill him. And then you're like, but I really like, man, nope, he's got to die. And like, yes, Dom, you just want him to beat him so bad. And then all of a sudden there's a little bit of a twist here and there. And so I just feel like this character, I was really excited to play. He's wonderful, and he's fabulous, and he's fun to be around. And then the moment they go action, it just switches into Dom, and you're like, oh, wow. And the voice hits, and it's everything, the cadence hits, and he just gets it's just different than who he is, and I enjoy both. I enjoy watching him play Dom, and I enjoy Vin as running and having responsibility for this franchise for 20 years. So it's impressive. Me and Vin have had quite a few conversations about, it's not just this movie, it's moving into the second part of this movie, so it's what we want to go through and get to, because I think it's beautiful, without being preachy, to Dom will do anything for his family, and that's a great quality to have, as much as most fathers and parents will. And that's a great thing about this this franchise is is about the family. And so when I disrupt all of that, and I absolutely hate it, but then at the end to like kind of come around and understand that it really is, it's love and the people that you surround yourself with, and it's important for the world, it's important for this. So it's like we're trying to have a message within so that it all gets exercised by the second one. And I don't know how much I'm supposed to tell, but we've got it all planned out. I was baffled. I was like, I can't believe I'm going to let me do all this stuff. I mean, I'm glad it's over now, but it was the most nerve-wracking thing I've done, because there's a lot of stuff to take in. There's the environment and being in Rome, like you can't stop that quick. You don't have that much of a runway. You've got to pull something off very quickly. There's extras going everywhere, even though they're stunts probably, but it's you just, I mean, that's the thing I love about it, because you're just like, boom, you're in the moment. Like, you're right. You have to be super sharp, and but it's still nerve-wracking. And when you're done, I'm like, I don't want to do it again. Some people love it, but I'm like, I like doing it in my personal life, but it's scary. But I know I can do it, but it's definitely you're ripping past the Vatican, or you're going past the 16th. I mean, just shutting down the Spanish steps, and then ripping past it, and there's like kids screaming. I'm like, what am I doing right now? This is crazy. And I'll remember it forever. It's a wonderful experience. I haven't underestimated him, but I think Dom doesn't understand how tricky and sly, and just like how I've duped him into my web. So like, there's certain points where we're supposed to have a fight. I'm like, nah, dude, we're not fighting. You're gonna beat the shit out of me. You're gonna punch me here. You're gonna slam me over here. You're gonna slam me this way. I have this molar I lost, and I'm like, I'll pull this out, and we'll give some that people haven't seen. Really, really beat the shit out of this character. But then in a second, I'm gonna totally demolish. Because where's the fun in that? like we have a fight, and then you get like I'd rather see like a whole like it's a total Batman Joker moment, and then he has the upper hand that it's just been way ahead of everything. Dommy and Dominic. And the funny thing is that you don't plan it; it just kind of comes out in the middle of the scene. Like I said, it's such a free, you know, set, and I think they're open to it. And Louis is unbelievable. Like Justin was amazing, but Louis, like it's been phenomenal how we've connected, and it's fun making him laugh. So I don't know. The guy came in at the last minute, and it's been phenomenal to the point I'm like, what are you doing next? Can you do mine? Because I am having a ball with him. Yeah. Michelle, I met in Italy. That was awesome. I met her before, but she was super welcoming. Charlize was everything I wanted her to be. She's a queen. She's professional. She's unbelievably talented. She's okay looking, you know what I mean, like things like that. But aside from that, I'm like, wonderful first day experience. Yeah, I mean, I was so excited to meet Ludacris. I was doing scenes where I'm blowing Ludacris up and I'm listening to his music. And but I love Luda. Tyrese was a sweetheart. I got a great time with him. I didn't get to meet everyone yet, but I didn't meet Eastwood. But Vin has been, you know, not just a great, you know, acting with, it's like a producer in the sense of like he checks in, he's making sure you're taken care of, he's asking and checking in at the end of the day, letting you know that just basically what's going on, which I think is great, man. I think it's nice to have your leading man who's also the producer and just going like, hey man, I'm really, really thankful you're on the movie. And you're like, well, thanks, bud. That feels great. Awesome. I'll see you at work tomorrow. So, yeah. And then you know, my kids are here and his kids are here and family's welcome. And I think it's a great set. And I've been on it's been a pretty gnarly couple years. I have to say this is one of the funnest experiences I've ever had in filming. And truthfully, I had been warned coming on. It was going to be challenging. It was going to be tough. And it's been awesome. And I have had the best goddamn time. So I'm sad it's going to come to an end.